Hello, I'm Peter Towers, Managing Director of ESS BIZTOOLS. Welcome to this briefing to our subscribers on Business Plus. We have uploaded today the May edition of Business Plus. It's a week late because of the federal budget and the special Business Plus edition that we produced last week. I hope that gave you material that your clients found interesting. In this edition of Business Plus, we have commented on some of the government grants that have been closed as part of the budget process. The government has indicated that similar grants are going to be introduced under the Industry Growth Program later in 2023. We're looking forward to those announcements because one of the grants in particular was very good for SMEs, tradies type businesses, and that was the Business Growth Grant. And of course, accelerating commercialisation was a great grant. It was up to $1 million in government funding on a 50-50 basis. Plenty of businesses were able to achieve grants of around $150,000, $200,000, $300,000 from that program, and we hope it's going to be reintroduced, because it seemed to phase in when someone had a prototype prepared and were facing up to what it was going to cost them to commercialise it. So we're hopeful. But two major grants are continuing, which was great news, and that's the Research and Development Tax Rebate and the Export Market Development Grant. And we've included some details in there, and that might generate some conversations with your clients, and please follow that up with them. We also talked about the high level of participation in the research and development incentive, especially for companies with turnovers under $20 million. Now, I assume that most of our clients have got, most of your clients in the under $20 million turnover category. So it was very interesting to see that in that category, $2.54 billion was spent last financial year for research and development. And all those companies could have accessed, if they were trading at a loss, the cash refund component that's now been in the system for the last 15 or 16 years. So that's great. So perhaps you should be communicating a little bit more with your clients. Do they understand how the research and development system operates, and do they need your assistance in it? And within ESS BIZTOOLS, in the advanced package, is our full product package supporting you to be able to advise your clients on research and development. Driving business growth is the key feature in this newsletter, directly targeting your clients as to the additional services that you could offer. It is based on the podcast that I prepared last week with Andrew Geddes, the well-known accountancy industry guru. But Andrew had some great experience as the chair for a 10-year period of Green Cross Limited, a company that he originally advised 35 years ago, that grew from a one veterinary surgeon, one veterinary nurse practice in Townsville to be a top 200 ASX company. So Andrew brings all this great knowledge and ideas and enthusiasm for businesses. So if you haven't listened to the podcast yet, I'd suggest you do. So within this article in Business Plus, Driving Business Growth, I've tried to extract some of the key ideas that Andrew was referring to as material to put in front of your clients, that hopefully it will get some of them to say, that's a great idea, and they will then contact you, and you can take it from there to introduce some of the exciting business advisory services concepts for your clients. I've also written an article on boards of advice, because there's a lot more mention of boards of advice occurring in the major newspapers, especially the Australian and the Financial Review. So I thought it was worth visiting. This is a great concept to encourage your clients to start thinking about their corporate governance and how they run, and getting a group of people around them that they can get advice from. So we've written this comment. It's the first of a number of comments that I'm going to make in Business Plus on the role of the board of advice. So hopefully that will help you start talking to your clients, especially those who are keen to scale up their businesses. They need to understand that as they grow, they will ultimately need a full board of directors. But at this stage, the board of advice can be a great learning curve for them. Discretionary trusts are the business entity concept that we're talking about this week. In recent editions, we've looked at sole traders and partnerships. This month, it's discretionary trust. Next month, it'll be unit trust. And hopefully there's information there and you may get some inquiries from your clients. My suggestion is always that you read the newsletter before you send it out to your clients and identify from your clients those who you think might be interested in the various articles that we've included for you, and then follow them up in 4 or 5 days' time. Ask them if they read it. Do they want to have a conversation? Go and have a cup of coffee or tea or glass of wine, whatever your preference is, and discuss it. Get their feedback from it, because this is the way you generate work inquiries and work requests under this whole advisory banner. It won't happen if you don't act in a very proactive manner in most cases. Sometimes you'll have a very proactive client, of course, who will be straight on the phone to you. But I think you've got to make that next step then to get through to your clients that you can give advice on these particular areas. If you've got any questions, please contact me. If you've got any suggestions for future editions of Business Plus, I'd love to hear from you. Stay safe. Have a great day. Goodbye.